All right, so we are recording. If I have not met you before, I'm Colleen Arrington, and I started Team InspireAction, or it just started years ago when I became a coach and invited a couple people to join me, and it has grown so much in the past 4.5 years, and it's so incredible to be on a call with all of you like this and see all of your faces and get to connect. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining our team, for hopping on, for figuring out the technology, because I know it's not always easy. In the beginning of being a coach, I was just like, I am not doing those kind of calls because I don't need to do that. I don't know how to do that. I'll just do a conference call. And some other coach friends pushed me to start trying new things and start doing these things like this and getting outside of my comfort zone. So if you have technology issues ever, you are not alone. All of us are just figuring things out. So thank you again for getting on, and it's so awesome to see all of you. So tonight is really just a welcome to our new coaches that we have. We have some new coaches on the call tonight. If you want to introduce yourself, I'd love it. If we all kind of want to go around and introduce ourselves just real quick, that would be really cool. Just maybe say your name, how long you've been a coach, where you live, and maybe what your favorite program is, at least at the moment. And then if you want to share anything else about why you love coaching or what coaching has been like in your life, that would be really cool. So we're going to go through fast, and then we can just kind of talk about any quick questions that are coming up. I want to review the vital behaviors, and then I've got a little story at the end that I want to share with everybody. So anybody that wants to volunteer to go, you can unmute yourself and go. If not, I'm just going to call in the order that you're on my screen. So anybody that wants to, though, go ahead and start.
I'll go. Hi.
Hello.
I'm Bojena. I live in Michigan. I've been a coach for a whopping, 2 months, and I'm not, honestly, wasn't doing this for anything other than to get the Shaco discount.
Okay.
But my mind is being changed quickly as Dee's clapping. My favorite program is PIO because I get terrible migraines, so the impact has been difficult with some things, but I have a feeling she is going to sway me and get me to do hammer and chisel, and that will end up being my favorite. Anything I missed?
No. Awesome. So you signed up for the discount and then decided and kind of got into it a little bit more and thought, okay, maybe this could be something more.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, that's great. Welcome.
And it's so nice to see your face. I've been looking at a dog for so long.
I know. We're going to have to talk about that because you have a beautiful smiling face. So let's see it.
I do have my own Facebook account, but that is not, it just didn't get started the way I would have hoped to. And so maybe I'll need to convert and have all of you be my friends on my real page that I don't ever check, but that's okay.
Well, maybe
okay. We'll have to figure that out. We'll chat.
Okay. Bye. I'll mute myself.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? Go ahead.
I'm already unmuted. I might as well go. I'm Lindsay. I've been a coach for, almost 3.5 years or so now, something like that. I don't know if I can pick a favorite program. I don't know. I want to say hammer and chisel only because it's got so much variety, but I like them all for different reasons. And I was initially a coach for the discount, so there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I was a coach for discount for probably about a year. And then I decided that I wanted to do more with it, and so I did. So don't ever discount your discount coaches, because there's nothing wrong with a discount coach.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, I'll follow up with Lindsay said. Yeah, for different reasons, liking different programs. I started with P90X, and I would say probably X3 would be overall my favorite program. But I signed up right along with Colleen, but my habits were more of a hobby coach, discount coach for a couple years. So I actually worked out my health, but what I also realized is that this is going to be a complete career change for me. Because personal training can only get you so far. Health coaching through IIN can only get you so far, but Team Beachbody, an opportunity like this, in the last 2.5 years, I've treated it like a business and gone from pretty much an active coach emerald to a 1-star. So, so it's been great, and it's, supplying a lot of extra income for the family. And, a job I work in TV, going from an instructor to a position in career services. So I'm getting to see how crazy the job market is and how many companies are downsizing, not just in broadcast, but everywhere, and seeing how many business opportunities are going online, and a lot of smart people are realizing that and taking advantage of it. And it's a growing company, so it's a beautiful thing. So I'm totally thrilled to see a lot of new faces here. This is great, including one of my ex-students. Look at that, Krista Motes. Holy cow, it's crazy. And Kay Rowan from IIN. So it's very, very cool. So awesome. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
All right, Krista, I think that means you have to go next.
I guess so, yeah. Okay, so I'm Krista Motes. I live in Elkhart, Indiana right now. But I bounced around quite a bit. I actually signed up under Christy Lee, who lives over with you guys in Toledo. We worked together at a TV station for a while. I guess I would say kind of 50-50. I signed up for the discount because I don't want to not have these products anymore. But with that being said, I wouldn't have signed up for only that because I really think that this has the potential to go somewhere. So I'm just kind of seeing what happens. And I can't stop messing with this. I hope no one's getting mad.
You're fine. It's all like Brady Bunch. Everybody moves around. It's kind of weird. Yeah, the recordings are real fun to watch. But Krista, you've done great. You've jumped right in, which has been really cool. So I hope that you just keep doing that and figuring out kind of where you want to take it, because you've just done awesome. So thank you. Yeah. Who else?
I'll go. Can you hear me? Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Julie Kemper. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. And let's see. My favorite program is PIO right now. I can't get enough of it. I don't know. It has yoga in it, which just is like my thing. And then also has other little bit of cardio, but then has some strength in it. So I really like that. I've been a coach for over a year now. And really kind of got into it for the discount and just kind of seeing where it takes me. Just a bit of a hobby coach right now, but hoping to move a little bit more into it. So, that's, I guess that's my story, and I'm sticking to it too.
Thanks, Julie. That's funny. I was like searching my screen, like, where is she? Where's her voice coming from? So, all right. Go ahead. Whoever wants to go next.
I'll go. My name is Kelly Brenner, and I live in Sebring, Ohio. And Colleen is my cousin and my sponsor coach. And my favorite program is now 21 Day Fix. I mean, it was the game changer for me. I started with T25 like 3 years ago, and then became a coach for the discount last year when I started 21 Day Fix. And then I did Hammer and Chisel earlier this year. For some reason, just couldn't get into it the way I did 21 Day Fix, but I did complete 2 rounds. And right now I'm just kind of hooked on I don't even know how you say it, the CDJ. That's all I got. So I've been doing that for about a week now too. So kind of a hobby coach right now, but seeing where it's just going to take me from here. So I'm excited.
Thanks, Kelly.
Hi guys, I'm Joy Rhodes. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee. I've been a coach for a little over a year now, and my husband John just signed up as a coach a couple months ago, which I was really excited about. And he's doing phenomenally. That's awesome. My favorite workout is probably Body Beast. And a lot of people think that Sugi is annoying, but I am not one of those people. I think it's really funny, and I love it. Right now I'm doing Insanity Max 30 because John challenged me to do it. And I do love Shanti, but I'm really excited to get back to Hammer and Chisel after this. And I think Deanne and I are going to do that together. My girlfriend just signed up as a coach, Jenna, and she's on the call tonight.
And girls who are going in Summit and staying in our house, Joyce is staying in our house now. So you're going to have 12 girls in a 10-bedroom house. I think 2 showers. But it's going to be a blast, and I'm super excited, and I'm glad you're going to be joining us because you've been working out with us for months now, and I feel like we all already know you already, so I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Thanks for having me. Jenna.
Oh, Jenna, I think that was your invitation.
Okay, so I guess that means I have to go next. I'm Jenna. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee as well. Luckily, I have power right now. Most of my neighborhood does not. I joined probably 2 weeks ago, I guess, very new as a coach. I've done 21 Day Fix, and I really enjoyed it. I'm about 4 days into Hammer and Chisel. So we're seeing how that's going to go.
Awesome. So cool. You're on the call 2 weeks into being a coach. That's really awesome. Thank you. All right. Who have we not heard from? Michelle, do you want to go?
Yeah. So I'm sad my video isn't working, but I guess you can hear me. So I live in New Jersey. I've been a coach for about 10 days. So I'm just learning everything.
Wait, sorry. What's your last name?
Roth, R-O-T-H.
Okay. Did that? Okay. Because I could see a Michelle, but no person. And I wondered, okay. Awesome.
Oh, you're right. Mm-hmm.
Good. You're on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I just did the size test group in Manhattan. So I did 4 months of size. I lost 44 pounds. And yes, thank you. I see the clapping. This is so fun.
Oh, you can see us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can see all of you.
Okay.
I don't know why you can't see me. My video's on, but I don't know what's happening.
Huh.
This happened with Tony the last time we had a call too.
Oh, did it? Okay. Go ahead.
But is that it? I think that's it.
Yeah, I just have to say how cool that you were in the size test group for 4 months. Like, that is amazing. Uh-oh, did I freeze? Did I freeze for a second?
Wait.
Are you guys there?
I got this cool shirt from my friend Lindsay. I don't remember why, but I got it. Anyways, my name's Deanne. I've been a coach almost 3 years, maybe. I was discount for the first year, wanted nothing to do with selling. Saw the light and decided, why wasn't I doing this sooner? It was so silly of me, but my soul program has been Hammer and Chisel. I started with P90X, the original. My husband and I had a bootleg copy. After that, we did P90X3, which put me into 21 Day Fix Extreme and then Hammer and Chisel. So I actually just committed with Rebecca to do T25 in August, which kind of has me sweating and freaking out. And then in October, I'm doing Body Beast. So that's kind of my lineup for the next couple months. And it feels good to kind of know what's ahead. And so, and I'm so close to being a 1-star. So you know who you are if you're on this call. We're so close. That's all.
Awesome, Deanne. Thank you. Thank you guys for keeping going. My connection like froze for a second. Who else? We got a couple. Oh, Rebecca, do you want to go?
Hi, I'm Rebecca, I became a coach last August, so it's been almost a year now. And I became a coach because my good friend Athena introduced the coaching opportunity to me, and it just sounded amazing. And I was like, okay, I want in. This sounds great. The potential is huge. I haven't really had a lot of success yet because I've gone back and forth and, so I am still hoping to have some success. So that's my goal. My program that I've loved is the 21 Day Fix Extreme. I love it probably because it's over. I don't always feel that way for the whole 30 minutes. Sometimes I struggle and say, crap, I hate you, Autumn. But actually when I'm done, I'm like, okay, this was great. I'm so glad I finished it. And I've loved that program. But I'm really looking forward to T25 with Dee. That's going to be awesome if we don't die. So, yeah, that's my story. I think I covered everything.
Awesome. Thanks, Rebecca. Appreciate it. Katie Burns, you want to go?
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm from Delaware, Ohio. I've been signed up as a coach for about a month or two, but because I teach school too, so I waited, so I use it for the discount. And then last week I met up with my coach and said, okay, what do I do? So I've been starting to reach out to people and to figure it out this past couple weeks.
And Katie, who is your coach?
Sarah Jackson. I think I'm on like a different team.
That's okay. That's all right. You're on Andrea's. Yeah, you're in Andrea's downline. That's totally fine. So welcome. And Sarah is one of Andrea's coaches, and Andrea is on our greater team of Team Dynamite. And so she and I are close accountability partners. And I think I posted that we were doing a live power hour next Wednesday, but Andrea was so excited, I think, that she encouraged you guys to get on tonight. So that's okay. It's great for you to connect with other coaches. So I'm glad you're on. Another girl was on too, and I think she hopped off, but it's totally fine. So welcome, and now you know more about our team. Yeah. Cool. All right. Kay Rowan, do you want to go?
No, I just now figured out how to unmute myself, so I've been trying to figure that out the whole time. I'm Rowan. I go by Kay Rowan or Rowan, and I guess I've been a coach for a month or so, and I jumped right in. I started with PIO as a recommendation from someone who has been helping me get in touch with figuring out my hormones. I have really bad endometriosis, and so that was kind of the start of all of this. And she said PIO would probably be a great program, so I started PIO, and I just can't stop. I can't get enough. I'm so excited. I want to go crazy with this. I had someone today. I'm also a health coach. I graduated from IIN with Tony, and have just been working my business part-time and working full-time at a job that I don't really love anymore. So I'm excited to move forward with this. Posted something on Facebook today and got a really great response. And then I had a yoga class in my house tonight, and my yoga teacher wants to sign up. And so I just can't stop talking about it, and I'm getting really good responses from everybody. So that feels nice. But yeah, I'm happy to be here, and just I can't soak it up fast enough. I feel like I want to learn everything right now, and it's not happening quick enough, but I'm doing what I can. So I want to get out of my job as fast as possible.
Awesome. Well, you're in the right place. That's so cool. You've had such a great response. And for those of you who haven't had that response, you will. So don't give up. But Rowan, that's so awesome that you're just so excited about it, that you're just talking about it. Don't ever let that go away. I think a lot of people sometimes before they become a coach, they're so excited they'll talk to anybody about it. But then when they become a coach, they feel like, oh, I'm a coach, so I'm trying to people are thinking I'm trying to sell stuff, so I can't talk about it. I can't be excited about it anymore. And no, keep that excitement going. That's what it's about, definitely. But I've heard so many stories of people that do that. They're like, oh yeah, you should do this great program, just beach body, blah, blah, blah. But then as soon as they become a coach and they're like, oh, I got to give them my site, I got to seem like I'm trying to get something out of it, they like clam up and stop. It's not about that. It really is still always about sharing our excitement for what we love and for what has worked for us. So keep that excitement going. Definitely. That's so cool.
Great.
And Lori Bass, I saw you hopped on. Do you want to go, girl?
Hey everyone, I'm Lori. I'm one of Colleen's coaches. I've been doing this for, let's see, in September it will be 3 years. Currently I'm doing the 21-Day Fix Extreme. Doing that because I have to for nutrition, and that's actually my main reason why I signed up to be a coach, is nutrition. Shakeology was the start, and T25 for those two that are doing T25. I absolutely think that's a fantastic program. It made me a better runner. So anyway, I don't see any of my team on here, so I'm a little bummed. You know, really? No, I'm just joking. But anyway, so I'm a diamond coach, been doing this for 3 years. I love it. I couldn't agree with Colleen more. Is, you know, talk about, you know, if you love it, let other people know you love it. Because believe me, if you don't, another coach will. And if you can help them, go help them. I'm also a PIO Live master trainer. I certify people in currently Toledo, and I'm going to be going to Youngstown and Columbus soon. So that's who I am. That's what I do. I think I like, you know, I'm a real big Shalene and Shaun T fan for exercise. However, I really think the 21-Day Fix program and Extreme program are gold, because I think it teaches people how to eat, and that's where the results come. So that's me.
Awesome, Lori. Thank you. And you can share the recording with your team. With your team. Michelle Miller, you didn't go, right?
No, he's being a little loud, so hopefully he's not in the background jumping anymore. Hi, I'm Michelle Miller. I've been a coach since December. Lindsay pushed me in the right direction, and I couldn't be happier. I have 6 discount coaches underneath me, and I'm just fine with that right now. I know when they're ready, they will go ahead and start as well. My favorite program of the ones I've done so far, of course, is Size. You'll see me post a lot of my dances online. Right now, I am doing the TV test group for the Extreme, and I really need to kick that nutrition in gear because the 22-minute hardcore put weight on me via muscle. And I need that scale to hit 100 pounds, darn it. But I'm out here in a little town called Irondale, Ohio. I've been here for about 18 years now, and I work in Pittsburgh, so I drive 50 miles to work. I absolutely hate it. I cannot wait to get out of there. And this, I am hoping, will take flight really fast and get me out of there, because I might end up killing a coworker if I don't. Yeah.
Okay, let's keep working with you.
I'm gonna kill
Let's keep going, because we don't want that.
So, yeah, today was a fun day. Let's just keep, I couldn't wait to go to lunch so I can get that 30 minutes in and relieve some stress with those weights and that band. But I had to wait until after 3 o'clock. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah, your videos have been great. You can, it's cool to see that you're sharing that and that you're doing it while you're at work. So
yeah, yep, I gotta put my post up for day 2. Okay, I gotta get off because he's.
That's fine. Go ahead. Is there anybody else? I can think I can see everybody, and I don't think we have anybody left. So I wanted, you guys are awesome. It's so great to hear from you. New coaches, experienced coaches, in sort of for the discount, but maybe a little bit more. And that's how I started as well, you guys. I mean, I became a coach because I was like, all right, I want this Shakeology finally, and I'm not going to have somebody else make commission. I'm going to save the 25%, at least doing that. And I was like, maybe I'll help a couple other people. It's just grown from there as I stayed curious and stayed interested and learned more and more. I really started to believe and figure out this can really be something. So if you have that interest, if you have that curiosity, if you're willing to share what you already are excited about, you never know where it can lead you. And I really encourage you to keep that mindset, keep that open for yourself. Don't ever close off any opportunities. It's an amazing thing. And we get to connect with each other and be such a cool, awesome, loving, supportive team. So, hey, Rowan, Paulette is, she shared with you for years before you signed on. So, and that's the thing, we just don't want to give up. We don't push people, but we always can invite them. And we never know when their time's going to be right. Mine was 6 months after I was initially invited. So really, it's just, you never know. Okay, so wanted to quickly review vital behaviors. So some of you are coaches, you've been doing the vital behaviors, but it's always good to have a reminder. My son Gavin is coming down, so you may see him traipsing around in the background. My office is in my basement, so that's why my husband's storage of records is behind me as well. But the vital behaviors. So vital behavior number 1, product of the product. We talked about our programs. We talked about what we love, Shakeology that we love, following the meal plan. Lots of people use the 21-day fix meal plan, even if they're doing another program. We want to share that and be a product of the product. Number 2, we want to do personal development. We could have a whole call on personal development. And a lot of times we do, or we'll share things that we've learned from personal development. Some people have been also doing book clubs where they find a book that they want to read together, and we post in the group about it and what our learnings are from that, what our struggles are, what we're taking away from that book. So personal development, you need to continue to grow yourself as a person and as a business owner and as a coach. And it will change your life in so many ways. It's so much more than just learning how to be a better, salesperson. Gavin, no, that's not going to work. Can you take that box upstairs? It's like, just take it upstairs if you better. Okay? Thank you. That's my 12-year-old. Okay, so product of the product, personal development. If you struggle with personal development, don't feel like you have to read a book. Lindsay finally realized she could listen to personal development. and now she's reading.
I'm actually reading.
She's actually like paper books, but it's okay. It started with maybe listening to it or listening to the coach calls. But no, personal development can come in so many ways. So if you're not a book person, don't feel like you have to pick up a book to get personal development. Yeah, right.
You would be so proud of me, Colleen. I'm actually finishing up the Morning Miracle and listening to the 4-Hour Work Week on YouTube.
I don't know who you are. Like, seriously. Like, who are you? I signed up, or I sort of adopted Lindsay, who did not read and did not use technology. And now she's got an iPhone and she's reading books. I mean, look at how people's lives change as a coach. All right. So I'm kind of a teasing, sarcastic coach person, if you haven't picked up. But Gavin snuck out of here. Vital behavior number 3. Invite. And a lot of people like to expand that to connect with other people, or first share your experience, your story, connect with other people and invite. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It doesn't have to be a grand 5-page invitation. It really can be like, hey, I saw you liked my post. Are you on a fitness journey too? Or are you into health and fitness too? What are your goals, or what do you struggle with? It really can be, or did you want more info? I mean, it can be very, very basic. If it was a post about your next group, did you want more info? It can be so basic. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't think it has to be some grand, crazy, salesy thing. It doesn't. It shouldn't be. It should just be conversation and inviting people to connect with you about that. If they have goals, if they have a fitness goal or something in mind that they'd like to work towards. And that I just say that because for so many of us, sometimes we overcomplicate it and we're like, okay, well, I've been doing this forever. I think I got to do something bigger, better, different now. And it's not. It's just continuing to connect and talk with people and ask if they want to be involved in what you're doing. And number 4 is recognition. So recognition was just added as a vital behavior recently, but it's something that we want to do regularly. And we might start recognition with recognizing our challengers, because that is another way to let other people, Tony, to let other people know about what's going on in, what we do. We can give shout outs to our challengers publicly and recognize them for the hard work that they're doing. You see videos that Tony's done of people that are working hard in the group, or that have done a post, I am whatever, and filled that out. He did a great video on that recently. And so it lets people know what you're doing. It gives a shout out and recognition to that person that's working really hard. And also it lets other people know that you're a positive and supportive and encouraging person that they might want to become involved with. So recognition of challengers, of other people in your life that support you. And then as you grow a team and as you have other people, of your coaches. So I'll do a coach spotlight of the week, and it's not just my PS coaches, it's just coaches on the team that I'm noticing and seeing what they're doing. It's not always for being the top selling whatever coach. It's lots of different things that you can recognize coaches for. So those are the 4 vital behaviors. I want to keep them fresh in our minds always, something we always want to be focused on. Is there any questions that anybody has, like related to anything we talked about, or just kind of a comment or question that you wanted to make sure to talk about tonight?
Hey, Colleen.
Yeah.
I have a question with, I keep going back and forth about, I feel like lately I've been real gung-ho on my pages about like fitness. And I know like at the beginning it was like, don't forget the 80-20 rule. And then the other day I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. I'm totally doing more fitness stuff. So now I'm trying to go back to the 80-20 rule. And, like I feel like how do I keep that balance and know what like a good, because I'm trying to go between Facebook, my personal Facebook, my like page, my Instagram, and like I feel like how do I really know what's what? I don't know. Is there a good plan for that? Like when I was, and I might be jumping around here, when I was watching Jody Hewitt did something on Instagram on our team Empower, and it was nice because she was like, every like 6 posts I try to do this. Like, I don't know, is there something that you try to think about when you're making your posts, or other coaches try to think about? I don't know, that kind of helped me with Instagram.
Yeah, I think that is an awesome question, and it is a balance. It is somewhat always a struggle, especially if you are trying to do a personal page and a like page. New coaches, I would not say to focus on a like page. We won't go into that a lot tonight, but just use your personal page for now, and then you can work into a like page eventually if you like to. It is a good idea business-wise and everything to do a business page, but it just is harder to build it for sure. I have mostly used a personal page my entire business. I'm just now expanding into like really working on a like page. As far as the balance, I think that 2 things. One is Lindsay and I talked about recently coming up with sort of a template type thing where you would plug in your areas of life that you share about. So whether it's dogs, kids, recipes, teaching, organization tips, whatever your things are that make up your brand, we would love to, right, Lindsay, we talked about this a little while ago, kind of coming up with a template to help you balance that. So every 6th post is a Beachbody post, or every, 8th post is a Shakeology post, to kind of work them in there, but also help those other things to stay in there as well. So let us work on that and definitely share that with you, because I think it would be it is a great idea, and it is something that I've sort of just had to come up with on my own. And believe me, I don't do it perfectly. I think if you're going to post like 3 times in a day, at least one of them you want to be related to fitness, Beachbody, workout, Shakeology, something like that. And then maybe 2 other posts, something else. That's just a basic guideline for now. Like on a regular basis, work on at least 3 posts a day. 1 being fitness, Beachbody, something like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
And just for, is that helpful at least for a temporary?
Yes.
answer?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
And
were any of you guys on the Sarah Try conference call about, I don't know, maybe a month ago? Sarah Try. Anybody know who she is?
her first one or second one that she did that she invited us to? The first one was about systems, and the second one was invitations and scripting, right?
The first one, then she gave us a template, and I think that Sheila shared it with us on our page, so I could copy that and share it with you. And it's just a template, and you could tweak it. That way you don't have to reinvent the whole thing.
That would be awesome, Joy. If you would share that in InspireAction, and then anybody can take it and put it in your team pages, that would be really great. Thank you. And she may have done that, actually, now that I think about it. I don't know if I can try to do a search for it and see, but if not, if you could share it, that would be awesome.
Another thing to think about, which might be helpful too, is like, for example, like look at the month of July and like figure out like when is a Coach Basics, like when are we doing a sneak peek group? When are you starting a free group? Like figure out when you're starting things. So for example, like if I know on Friday I'm going to advertise for like a sneak peek group, I'm not going to post like anything Beachbody for probably like 2 days beforehand, because I'm just going to, and I hate to use an analogy of like the jab, jab, punch again, but it's like jab, jab, punch. Like I know I'm going to jab for like 2 days, and I'm just going to post stuff that I know people are going to be interested in, and it's going to bring people to my page. And so that all these eyes are looking at non-Beachbody stuff that I have to say, so that on Friday when I post about the sneak peek, all these people are going to see it. So that's sort of how I do it. And know that obviously Sunday evenings are the best time to post. So, I might jab, jab, jab for, Friday, Saturday, and then put up an inviting post on Sunday. So that's sort of how I figure that I'm going to do mine.
So your jabs, Lindsay, because everybody might not know that like reference or that. So your jabs, you're talking about, what would like a couple examples of a jab post be, and then a right hook post, which is the invite post?
So like today, like I posted that I had an office. Like I put like for the first time in 3 years, I've had a home business for 3 years. For the first time, I finally have an office. And I posted a picture of it, and I said, what are your suggestions? Now, one of my things that I post about a lot is the fact that I am clueless on decorating, like clueless. So that's sort of like my thing. I joke about it. So I posted a picture of my office and said, what would your suggestions be on how to decorate? Should I put a love seat here, or should I put pictures on the wall? And if so, where would I get motivational pictures? People love their opinions. People love telling you where to shop. They love telling you what to do. I posted yesterday as another example too. I was doing my feet, because my feet are dry and cracked because I'm terrible about wearing shoes, right? So I put this post up about how do you take care of your feet, right? All these people said, do vinegar and this, do this, and use this foot thing, and use the petty egg, and do whatever. Those are jabs. Those are people are giving their opinions. It's bringing people to my page. It's giving them something to look at, so that later on, all those people, I'm going to be up higher in the news feed, because Facebook says anybody who's posting stuff that people are interested in, that people are commenting or liking on, Facebook's like, whoa, people are interested in what she has to say. I'm going to put all of her posts to the top. So that when I'm posting about, hey, I'm starting a new 21-day fixed group, or, if interested in the coaching opportunity, whatever, everybody's going to see my post at the top, because Facebook already says she's interesting. She's got stuff to say people want to see. So that's why you want to stick to the 80-20, because if people are seeing Beachbody all the time, they're not going to comment and like on it. If you guys have posted Beachbody stuff and you're like, what the heck, my dog got a ton of likes, but my Beachbody post got nothing. It's normal. So that's why you got to stick to the 80-20, because you want to be interesting and you got to bring people to your page. And when Colleen said it's part of your brand, it takes a while to figure out what your brand is. But once you figure it out, then you can use that with your posts. Like, it sounds dumb to say that the fact that I can't decorate is part of my brand, but you think about things that you enjoy that makes you unique, but also think about things that make you unique that you're just not good at. Like, you know, and so people, like, another thing, I'm terrible with like putting clothes together, and like, I love to have like put a post up and ask people like, what shoes should I wear? People love that stuff. So use your things that make you unique and things that, you know, to really boost your post up and to bring affinity to what you're posting about.
And I like the example you gave of, you know, a home office. How should I decorate it? Because you are mentioning Beachbody, but you're not doing anything about the selling, about anything about an invite. You're just saying, this is something I do now. What can I do to get my life together with organizing? Which
Right.
I'm totally with you on that, Lindsay, with decorating and stuff. But you mention it, but it's totally a very soft mention of it. It's not okay, here, now do something about it, join me, anything like that. But they are seeing it. And then the right hook is, okay, so here's that Beachbody business. This is what it's done for me and my family. If you would like something like this, we've got the sneak peek. Join us and learn more over the next 3 days, right? And then you put that up on Sunday after you've done these other posts the few days before that to get attention and get conversations going and commenting going on your posts.
Yeah, and I think it's really important to use your humor too. I mean, I always say that Tony's like awesome at like, Tony can post, and I say this all the time, Tony can post about a radish and get like tons of attention on a radish because it's how you post that makes a difference, right? If you guys look at my post I did this morning about the fact that I've been like overeating for the last like, I don't know, 4 days. And yeah, it was like me like holding all this food, like, okay, if I just put a post up that was just like, I've been overeating, blah, 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 people would have been like, okay, if I put a post up of me looking ridiculous, like hugging all this like nasty food, okay, number one, they know I'm a Beachbody coach and they're going to be like, why is she hugging like Captain Crunch with those pizza, right? So I'll stop and look. So you have to sort of play with it a little bit and like figure out like, people scroll fast. What's going to make them want to stop and look? And I know me being an idiot was going to make them stop and look. So that's what I did.
I know I did. I was like, what? What does she have there?
I was going to say too, I mean, if you have something that, yeah, I don't really post a lot about sports, but you know, it's a different crowd. I noticed when, you know, during the Cavaliers run, I was posting a little bit about that, or if it's, you know, game day, Notre Dame or whatever. You just see the names of people that you're connected. Sorry, I look like a ghost. I look like a creeper. Also, I'm the only dude on the call too. It's weird.
That's nothing new.
Yeah, nothing new. Yeah, I'm gonna be in a house with 10 women, 20 women. It's gonna be great. My wife doesn't care, but no. But nonetheless, I was gonna say. I mean, even that. I mean, I'm looking at the people who are commenting and liking. It's like, okay, they still are seeing my stuff. Because that's a different crowd. They may not connect or like something here, but liking something about, you know, a basketball game or me being from Cleveland. I mean, that's my hometown. You know what I mean? So, you know, mention that. Or maybe it's just your heritage. Maybe it's, you know, sometimes I make Italian references. You know what I mean? I mean, just those little things. You know, last spring I you know, fell victim to the Taylor Swift addiction. So that all of a sudden became huge. I mean, it's truth. It's just like, I can't stop listening to her music. And, you know, but that's sort of became kind of a funny thing. It's like, all right, well, yeah, I mean, I'm listening to her music, you know what I mean? So it's just not taking yourself so seriously, you know, and those little things. I mean, whether it's I get so many comments on when I post a Toby picture of our dog. I mean, it's just, there's certain people that just love that stuff. You know what I mean? So that's when Janine, one of my coaches, when she got her bulldog named Meatball, I told her right away. I said, "This is going to be a huge hit on Facebook. I know you're going to get it anyway because her husband wanted a bulldog ever since he was like small. But that's huge. I mean, you know, a bulldog named Meatball, perfect. You know what I mean? I'm not saying to go out and get a dog if you don't have one, but it doesn't hurt.
Don't worry, I'm definitely not. No. Yeah, I'm like the only person on our team maybe that's not a dog person. So I don't know. But yeah, totally. I love those examples, those great examples of other things to post about. So share about other stuff in your life and then work in the Beachbody fitness coaching posts. Great. And we'll definitely get that. Joy, that'd be awesome if you could share that template. And then we can kind of look at that, Lindsay, and see what else, if there was something else we were thinking of, or if that does it, that might be, you know, exactly it. Okay, so we went over time. Of course, this is a common thing with our calls, but it's really cool to be on. But it's fine. People have hopped off. That's fine if you need to. There's one last thing I wanted to share with you. And it's just a story, and it'll be familiar to some of you, so don't interrupt me. But I put on this necklace today. My mother-in-law gave me this necklace for my birthday. And it is a starfish, little charm. And I'm not like a big charm person or whatever, but she got it. And I was putting it on today. And I remembered this story that I've heard before. And it's called The Starfish Story. And so I'm going to summarize a little bit and then share with you. I've got it on my phone that I'm looking at. So once upon a time, there was an old man. He used to go to the ocean to do his writing. He had a habit of walking on the beach every morning before he began his work. Early one morning, he was walking along the shore after a big storm, and there was starfish had littered the beach. They were all over. Off in the distance, he noticed a boy. As the boy walked, he paused every so often, and as he grew closer, the man could see that he was occasionally bending down, picking something up, and throwing it in the sea. The boy came close, and the man called out, "Good morning. May I ask what it is you're doing?" The young boy paused, looked up, and replied, "Throwing starfish into the ocean. The tide has washed them up to the beach, and they can't return to the sea by themselves. When the sun gets high, they will die unless I throw them back into the water." The old man replied, "But there must be tens of thousands of starfish on this beach. I'm afraid you won't really be able to make much of a difference." The boy bent down, picked up yet another starfish, and threw it as far as he could into the ocean. Then he turned, smiled, and said, "It made a difference to that one." And I want to bring up this story because if you can imagine, we may sometimes get overwhelmed with this business or thinking, how do I get started? Oh my gosh, there's so many people and there's so many things to do. And what do I have to do to help all these people? And I have a goal that's huge and I want to make lots of money doing something like this. How can I reach that many people? But really, we do need to just focus on that one person at a time that we can help and make a difference for in their life, in their own self-confidence, in their family, in their own financial situation. If they join your team and become a coach as well, you're just helping each one person that you talk to. So keep that in mind. Keep in mind the little starfish and the little boy who didn't care that there was tens of thousands of starfish out there. He was going to just try to help each one. So I hope you guys like that story and will take it to heart and can think of just helping that one person that you might message on Facebook or that you get into a conversation and really listen to what they have to say. Don't worry about what program's right for them or what if they're going to join or if they might buy something. Or just focus on helping that person. And it'll happen. It'll happen if it's supposed to, and maybe not right now, but later it'll happen. So thank you all for getting on and being a part of the call tonight. I really love connecting with all of you and seeing you. We're going to do a power hour next week, which will be like this, but it'll be a bit different. You're going to be working, so you need to come to the call with a way to connect and see everybody, and then also a way to work. So I like to do it on my computer and then use my phone to work. And so you're like using Facebook and messaging people and using Instagram as well too. So I hope you'll be on the call next week as well. And we will see you all then. Take care, guys. Thanks for being on.